Here it is, Raider fans. It's time to dominate with the Raiders. This was the profile that I was using when I used Seattle, and I said, you know what? It's time for my ranking. So I played the first game with Seattle, and I played the next 5 with the Raiders. My favorite team, of course. And we're about to go up against this guy, quick shooter. And guess what? He's taking too long, so we're eventually going to get somebody else. His disconnect is a little too high anyway, so we're going to wait for the next opponent. I think this guy was using the Eagles, but this is not the kicker, guys. The kicker is the next game. I'm going to show you guys 2 games, but like I said, I played about 4 or 5 games with the Raiders. Went undefeated with them, guys. Went 7-0. But the game after this against the Buffalo Bills, guys, we got this thing figured out so right, so perfect, that I got 8 interceptions. It's a tricky roster that you have. There's some things you have to do, guys. I'm going to tell you guys how to do that at team schemes only, guys, because we're still using the 164 vice grip. And what do you know, guys? We went into the bunch gun formation, but it was the West Coast bunch gun. Remember I was saying I was going to get a little bit deeper into the bunch? Well, we went into the West Coast bunch, and guess what else that allowed us to do? It allowed us to get back into the far twins formation when we got inside the 10-yard line, and we're going to punch it in to score. And you know we know how to run the far twins formation at MaddenEdge.com, guys. So everything that we've learned and read in the ebooks, it applies in terms of the West Coast formation or the West Coast playbook from the far twins formation. It's all back, guys. McFadden, he went huge on the ground, guys, in most games. And in a couple games, guys, here we go. This is Mitchell. We're going to show you where to put everybody. I'm telling you guys, this roster, the way we have this thing set up, we have the Raiders optimal, just flat out optimal. You're not going to believe it. Once you guys log into team schemes and use the Raiders, we know there's a lot of people in the Raider Nation, right? And everybody was using the Raiders last year. Why, guys? Because of Namdi. So much so that, guess what? I didn't even want to use the Raiders because I like to set the trends, right? But I can get back to using my favorite team now. What are we going to do here to Mike Vick? We're going to stop him. And we forced a punt there. Here's McFadden. We're out the far twins. Guys, we got this offense running really, really, really nice. But that's from the far twins. The bunch gun, we have, I think, 3 games up there for you guys where you're going to see the rocket passes, the drags, the ends. Everything you need to do to get this offense working right, we're going to do. And here, we're just stuffing the run. And there's Bush for 7. Nice and calm. By the way, guys, this game was 0-0, I think, heading into halftime until I got that pick and then kind of turned everything. This was a pretty crafty opponent here. But eventually, he got greedy, like most opponents do. And here I think he's just trying to get in. Last-minute desperation, and Tyvon Branch with the 95 speed cuts it off. I'm telling you about this roster. I'm telling you about the plays that we have. We have guys making picks all over. I don't think I played a game with less than 3 picks. I don't think it happened. And like I said, 5 games. You saw the record up there. This game takes us to 7-0. This is when he quicks. So 7-0 with the Raiders. Actually 6-0 because this was the profile that I used to play the Seattle Seahawks game. And you guys can take a look at the ratings while I'll tell you what's going on here. I've decided, though, because I got a couple emails for the Texans, I can't play for my ranking yet. I want to, guys, but this is just a teaser of what we're going to do with the Raiders. But I got to get the other guys, the Texans. I got to get the Chiefs. There's a few more teams I have to play with before I play for the rankings. But when I play for the rankings, I'm playing with the commitment to excellent. Just win, baby. The Oakland Raiders. And I'm going to show you guys this 8-pick performance. I don't think I've ever had 8 picks. The guy wouldn't quit. He wouldn't quit. So, we're about to see what 8 picks looks like. We're about to see what type of QB rating a defense can put on a quarterback that throws 8 picks. And this is the game that took us to 7-0 on this profile, 6-0 with the Raiders. And of course, like we always do, we're going to edge them. You got edge, MaddenEdge.com. If you guys aren't edging them, go ahead and edge them. If you are edging them, keep on edging them. And if you want to see how to, I'm telling you, there's something about this Raiders roster, guys, that you have to do, or else it won't be optimal. It won't work this way. You have to have people lined up, and you have to have them in the right places. There's no other way for me to tell you that. But once you get them optimal with their awareness and who's blitzing and who's filling this gap, once you get all that figured out with the Raiders, this team will perform for you like no other. I'm telling you right now. And here's McFadden starting out. And what we did with this guy is we knew that he wanted to run Jackson, right? So what we did was we just shut that down, and then we got to throw on a Reese. I'll tell you a secret right here. Put Reese at the tight end. Am I crazy? We have Kevin Balls. Put Reese at the tight end. I'll give you that tip if you have the Raiders. But there's so much here that you're going to want to do with these Raiders guys that it is unbelievable. And even though he jumped, we go ahead and went on and took that 7, and we're up 7-0. And let's just watch how it unfolds. It's the little play action. There's McClain. Do you guys have him there? That's where I have him. What about the plays? There's Brown. Are you even starting Brown? I'm starting Brown. And there's one specific reason why, based on this lineup, based on this roster. Here's McFadden hit the corner. But Brown needs to be in there. He needs to be in a certain place, and he needs to be next to and in front of certain people, period, point blank. Seymour putting the pressure on. He couldn't set up the screen thanks to Big Seymour. And once we established this guy that he couldn't run, he had to throw. You do not want to throw against this 164 vice script defense. You do not. I'm telling you right now. My boy NY Kia had 6 picks in one game, two pick sixes. Guys, I'm telling you, this 164 vice grip, I don't even want to work on another defense. This thing is so ridiculous. And here's McFadden hitting the corner again. There's route. We don't need Namdi. It would be nice to have him. If I had Namdi, I don't see how you could score, but it was hard scoring with him. We're shutting down the run. He's going to feel like he's going to have to pass, batting everything down. One of the few picks or passes that wasn't intercepted. Right now, what was he? He was 6 of 17, and sorry, I was talking too much. I didn't see how many picks we had there. But we know that Darren McFadden is having a good day. But we're only getting started here, guys. And he would not quit. There's Brown with the highlight reel. And I remember this, he fumbled. And I wasn't mad at him. I should have run out of bounds with him, but everything couldn't go our way. There's route. You guys are going to want to know this roster. You are going to want to know the plays that we're calling here on offense and defense. This is not a joke. There's McClain again. This is not a gimmick. This is foolproof. If you set it up this way, have these plays, have these rosters, you will dominate with the Oakland Raiders. I made sure of that. This is my team. We cannot be disgracing the Raiders this year. Not in a year where Al Davis has passed away. We're going to make the Raiders right here, guys. And they are right. I wish Hugh Jackson would run it like this. He's not. He's close, though. I do like Hugh Jackson. I do like him. I like his confidence. He's close. Let's take a look at the stats right now. Look at Campbell, 6 of 7. And we were going to try to see with 6 INTs. So we were not. I was trying to see if I could possibly have as many picks as he had completions, and that's not going to happen because he only ended up with 8. And there's a sack by Shaughnessy. He's in my lineup. And I'll tell you exactly why. Route for number 7, when I set the rosters. We'll give you that tutorial for the Raiders. We have 3 games for you guys. I wish I could have put all 5 games up there. but then I wouldn't have any time, I wouldn't be able to get to any of the other teams. So I put 3. There's one of the picks that we missed, one of the rare ones that we missed. There's Brown again for 8, guys. And we'll show you the stats afterwards, just so you'll see it's in the same game. I'm thinking about the Texans next. My guy got on me, said he was upset. I said I was going to do a Texans video and didn't do it. I'm really thinking about the Texans. Who else am I thinking about? Thinking about using Tom Brady. See how fun that is. You can take a look. There's 8 INTs, guys. And when you play for your ranking, remember, I was in the mode of playing for rankings. I was playing whoever got online. And this guy got destroyed. And this is what you guys are going to do. You're playing for your ranking. Just get on there, play anybody. Try and get them to quit. Try and get them to submit as soon as possible so you can get your win and carry on with your business. So we're going to edge this guy. You got edged. MaddenEdge.com. And also, guys, might be doing a talk show or a guest on a talk show. Someone emailed me, one of my guys here, so we'll find out the details. And if we get that finalized, I'll let you guys know what's going on with that. All right. So till next time, guys, take it easy. You are going to want to get this package at Team Schemes, MaddenEdge.com. This is exclusive for Team Schemes, guys. Take it easy.